What is going on, guys? Miles here, back again with another video, and this is going to be my episode 6 of my Pokemon Go Let's Play series. Let's jump straight into it because we made a ton of gains, and let's do this. Starting off with our level, we are now level 12, which is pretty awesome to see. I believe we gained like 3 or so levels since the last episode, which is pretty good. And the levels are starting to get harder to get now. It takes 10,000 XP to level up, and I heard it gets even higher once you hit the high levels like 20. So leveling up's a bit of a grind, but we're going to make it and get a super high level. Finally did my first ever EV evolution, and I believe Vaporeon is the best out of the 3 evolutions currently. You got Vaporeon, which is the water, Jolteon, which is the electric, and Flareon, which is the fire. And I think Vaporeon has the highest like multiplier when you evolve it, so I did go over Vaporeon and have a 702 CP Vaporeon, which is pretty damn insane. It has a 10 water gun, which I think is pretty good, as well as a 30 water pulse. Did hatch a couple of 5k eggs, and the one thing I got which I'm really happy about is a Rhyhorn. I absolutely loved this Pokemon back in the day on the older games, and I'm really happy that I got it. Honestly, I'm really surprised as well. We got a lot of candies for it as well, but I think we need 50 to evolve it into a Rhydon, which I absolutely loved back in the day on the DS. The Rhydon was absolutely insane. I believe it had like a one-hit like kill ability. Don't think that's going to be in Pokemon Go, unfortunately, but I really want a Rhydon. I also added an Oddish to my collection of Pokemon, which is a pretty cool find. It's the first one I've got, and it's sort of uncommon. It's not like super rare or anything, but it's quite a nice one to have to the collection. It's not got the greatest CP, 214, but I did hatch it from an egg, so I got 13 candies with it as well. And hopefully we're going to evolve that into a Gloom, and I can't remember what's after a Gloom, but we're halfway there in terms of candy. Finally got myself a Beedrill for the first time as well, which is pretty cool. I actually got it from evolving a Weedle into a Kakuna, and then a Kakuna into a Beedrill. It did cost quite a lot of candies. I could have saved the candies and got some XP instead, but I've never actually had a Beedrill, so I wanted to add it to the collection. I think it was like 50 candies to evolve a Kakuna into a Beedrill, and it is in my top 3 Pokemon as well. Exactly 300 CP, which is pretty cool, but still my Vaporeon absolutely wrecks it. My second best Pokemon is now my Drowsy with a CP of 333, which is pretty damn good. Once again, it's nothing compared to my Vaporeon. My Vaporeon is double that, which is absolutely mad. Like, the EV evolution is just insanely good, so I'm really happy with my Vaporeon, but I'm pretty happy with my Drowsy as well, because when I evolve it into a Hypno, my Hypno should have a pretty damn high CP as well. Maybe it'll be around as high as the Vaporeon, so can't wait to get 50 candies to evolve my Drowsy into a Hypno. And I know for some of you guys can find like Drowsies absolutely everywhere, but for me, I can't actually find many Drowsies around my area. It's just full of Pidgeys, Weedles, and the odd Caterpie, and Drowsies are actually pretty rare, but I've heard they're like super common in the US, so hopefully I can get those 50 candies pretty soon, but it might take a while. And finally, I did also find a Tentacle lying around my house, which is pretty cool. It's not got a very good CP, honestly. It's 142, which isn't great, but it's a new one added to the collection, and we're going to need 50 candies to evolve it into a Tentacruel. So I think you can get them from 5k eggs, so that should be a helping hand in terms of getting the candies, but we still have a long way to go to get a Tentacruel. But we did have one slight issue on the Pokemon journey, which is really unfortunate. As you can see here, we found a Squirtle during the adventures, but unfortunately, I couldn't actually capture it. It's so annoying. I'm pretty frustrated because I couldn't wait to get my second ever starter Pokemon, man. Because I started off with Charmander, and I was really looking forward to getting a Bulbasaur and a Squirtle because they're super rare. Finally found myself a Squirtle, but I couldn't actually capture it. They have a super hard rate of catch. They're really difficult to get by capturing. I wasted so many Pokeballs, but unfortunately we didn't get the Squirtle. That sums up my 6th episode of my Pokemon Go series. We found a ton of new Pokemon, which is pretty good, but unfortunately we missed out on that Squirtle, which I'm super frustrated about. Let me know your highest CP Pokemon down in the comments below. Also be sure to subscribe for more Pokemon Go videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video.